What's going on, guys? We are back with another replay analysis. My voice might sound a little different. I'm using my headphone mic today because for some reason my other mic does not want to be detected by my computer right now. So we're just going to go with it. But we have a replay of Obfuscurity. I always have a hard time saying his name. But he is a Plat 2 Div 3 at the time of this recording. And he got his replay analyzed by going to patreon.com/Gibbs00. There's a replay analyst tier. There's a coaching tier, which is what this one's a part of. There's a free play tier. And also, we do tournaments every single month for some prize money. And that is for the $5 tier. So if you want to join in on those, we all have a ton of fun with them. We've done 2 so far while I'm recording this. And both have been a blast. So definitely come check them out. Let's get into this replay, though. We'll start it over. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so we got... So I'm not a huge fan of Siegel going for that mid boost. He could probably cheat up to the right, see if he can hit the ball, and then go for that boost, but it's not his replay analysis, so whatever. Still works out for him. He does get the ball and gets the boost out of it. Little bit of a presumptuous jump here. Jumps a little bit early. Doesn't detect the ball speed well enough. But that's fine that he jumps down relatively quickly. This is a really bad play right there, though. This play right here is just like, I'm going to smack the ball because I can, and this is one of the issues I see with a lot of players. So I don't mind smacking the ball with meaning. That's fine with me. Like, if you're not a great dribbler, you don't have great ball control, I don't mind if players are just smacking the ball down the field or smacking it to certain areas. But this play right here, in particular, he's literally smacking it to nowhere, and there's no one around him, so he has plenty of time to make a play. So let's go through this real quick. Right here we see there's only Sensei Weeb there, and we'll go into fly view, but for his view, he sees no one. Neither his teammates or the other team, and I am doing the wrong options here. Here we go. Okay. No one's really around. You basically know that your 2 teammates are probably rotating behind you, so they're not going to be available necessarily. And then the other 2 are probably somewhere in midfield because that's where they're going to be. One's in net, which is fine. So when he hits this, see how that... Alright, so he hits it off the wall and he hits it forward. That makes it a lot harder for his teammates to meet the ball first. So this is going to be a harder play for Sick Lodi to come up. He does start cheating up forward a little bit early, which is nice, but again, you can't rely on that with teammates when you don't even see where they are. So this should be like a midfield play for the orange team, and it's a really good pass. It's a good center pass. Luckily for him, the orange player goes late, and Sick does get the play, but in most circumstances, you never want to bounce it off your own wall and away from your teammates. Say you're going to try that, then you want to back pass it a little bit. But that play, he had a lot of open field. He could have like thrown it down the field, down the wall, and that would not have been as bad because it's not going to be a shot for the orange team. It's just going to be probably a clear back into his own end. But this one could have very easily been a shot, a very hard shot. Say his teammates did not cheat up, but Sick does cheat up a bit there, so it does work out. But I'm just not a huge fan of that play in general. Now we'll get back to it. He rotated back, going for a shot attempt just a little bit early. And once again, here we'll see like plenty of time. Both Sensei Weeb and Tap It over there are kind of at a play. Vertical, or whatever his name is, Verrick, is all the way by his boost. He's got all the time in the world, and one thing I always say is, don't aerial if you don't have to, because if you start aerialing, you're definitely going to be worse than on the ground. I don't know a player that's better in the air than on the ground, besides maybe some of the best pros, and that's still questionable. Here we see him go for the aerial when he could have just let that ball bounce and then thrown it up nice and high over the goal, make 2 of them fly, maybe all 3 fly for the defense on the back wall, and then he could have been ready for a rebound. Instead, he goes to the aerial and obviously misses wide right, when he could have made a much easier play by just waiting for that bounce and just like chip it towards the net. And again, it's not going to be like a shot on net that turns into a goal, but what you want to do is throw those high, make the goalies fly to it. They might have a bad play where it's a juicy rebound out, or you make 2 of them fly. Worst case scenario, they make a pretty decent rebound and it turns into an almost clear, but they at least waste boost. So you're still going to be up on them because of that. Here we go again. Now, this is another little side touch that he does forward. These touches are the ones that you have to be a little bit worrisome about, because this gives away possession normally. What you want to do, like, if you are going to hit it off the sidewall, and you're trying to, I say pass it, Here, it's probably not going to be that bad because there is one orange guy going back. There's probably one in net, and then this guy's right here. It's not the end of the world, but if he would hit this off the wall and back towards his own net just a little bit, it would have been... Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong guy here. I don't know why that happened. But that would have been a better play for Obfuscurity. I don't know why I missed it earlier, but here's another shot, and let's go back real quick because I want to make sure I'm not going crazy. I think the aerial was not him either then. Oh, it wasn't. It was Seagull. So never mind. But for Seagull's cases, it's a good example of trying to wait for that. Here's Obfuscurity. I thought I hit him. My bad. That's the problem without having the bottom bar. I was just waiting for the play here. I don't mind this right here. He's trying to cheat up. He sees the play, and then he's like, this is not great. 6 also there, and like he's probably going to try and make a tap, or the orange team is going to come in. So I do like this idea of backing out. He does probably creep up maybe a little bit too far forward in that instance, but he's going back on defense. He's got a full boost, so it's not the end of the world. And decent clear. Like, obviously, this play is pretty tough because his teammate kind of hits it into him. But still, it at least spills out, and it goes pretty far, so it's going to be a play that they can react to on the next attempt. Alright, he's playing pretty defensive here. So like this play right here. So this is that pass from Seagull. Like if he throws this backwards, he's probably better off. But Obfuscurity might want to be a little bit more forward. But I think that's more of a hindsight 2020 thing. Because like it's been a little bit of awkward plays here and there. But he comes up to challenge this. He'll probably win it because no one else is around. Nice off the backboard play. So these plays are actually really good. Like when you see a goalie... And Tappett's not really in net. He probably could have shot this because Tappett is backwards. And whenever you see a goalie backwards, it's not a bad idea to throw it on net. But if you do see a goalie normally that is facing forward, it's a good idea to hit it wide left or right. One, it might pull them out of net. And they might miss it because they think it's closer to the net and they don't realize how far away they are. 2, say they stay in net, then you got the backboard touch. And you go up for the next shot. He just barely reads that wrong and misses the shot. But it's not a bad play. Right here, a little bit of bump action. It happens. Like you have ball cam on, like you're not realizing, and that's bound to happen. The only thing I would say is like sometimes try and be a little bit aware and then do a little bunny hop so your teammates can focus on trying to turn or whatnot. That play, I don't think he really could have done too much with. Sick, nice feed to the middle. This is a little presumptuous again. He jumps a little early. I'm not sure where he's jumping to when Sensei is there to make a play. That's definitely going to be touched by Sensei. And again, these are the plays that you want to be on the ground, wait for the rebound, and see where it's going, and then make a play from there. So this play, he jumps early. Definitely not needed. Even if he, Sensei, we missed it, that was definitely going to go past the net. So I don't really see a reason to go for that one at all. Alright, here again is another aerial. So this time it is actually of Obfuscurity. It's not the other guy. Right here we see one of their guys is up on the wall. Varick, or whatever his name is. He's on the wall, so he's out of the play. Tappett's going back, and again, they have a goalie. So it seems like they have a very passive play style. So here again, he could have just waited for this ball to bounce and then do a mega clear off the backboard or thrown it up to Seagull over there on the side. Instead, he goes for the aerial, and it's a pretty weak touch. Like, at least it's wide, so the goalie can't make a good clear out of it and has to just throw it off his own wall. But again, it's much better to be on the ground than in the air whenever you can. Here's a second time where he bumps a teammate. Again, it's just turning off wall cam really quickly. That one I would put more fault on him for because he had time to turn around, but whatever. It happens. It's not the end of the world. Good charge here. Just a little bit wide. He could have turned this into a shot for sure. If he just drove on that and made a little bit better impact just straight forward, or at least thrown it to his teammate who was ready. It did work out though, because it looks like Sigel did turn around for this. So smart play by Sigel. He was heading back, so that's why I would have liked him if he would have shot it left, because his other teammate was moving forward. But Sigel does turn around quickly to make the play. And again, this is a little bit of, like, just diving at a ball. And normally I would say not do this, but I think what he's trying to do here is block Sensei Weeb's clear or the other guy's clear as well. So I don't mind this jump as much. And obviously it works out here, but he's going to be a little bit careful to not do that all the time. But he was the first man up, and he's going for a block. I'll give it to him. Again, it was a goal, so it looks good, but it's still a little bit questionable. Aerial dribble action here. Again, he's a little bit too far back on these plays. So he's going for boost here, which makes sense. But he could have went faster. He could have done a flip. Excuse me. He could have done a flip and got the boost and then started turning around a little bit quicker than what he does here. He takes a little bit too much time. He also kind of goes backwards there for a second. Like right here, these plays are definitely like, he's definitely a passive player. Right here, he starts turning back again. And I think that's more to go to the other side of the field, but he should be going forward first off here. There's no way that they're going to clear this where it goes over his head unless it's a really weird pinch. So he should have been moving up just a little bit more. He is still going to get to this ball, but he wastes a lot more boost than he probably needed to. See here, he wasted probably an extra 15 boost while he was supersonic. And now he's wasting even more boost right there while going up in the air. So he wasted a lot of boost there just to get that play. But it was thrown on net, and at least it's in the air. So I do like that. And so it makes it a harder save for the other team, which is nice. He's here for the rebound. He should be trying to back pass, and that actually worked out really well. Like, I would have probably back passed to the middle, but both his teammates are right there. So, beautiful play there. Look, when you have zero boost, that's what you want to do. Like, you want to touch it towards teammates to give them a really nice shot. And then we see here Sigel making the play because, like, this is exactly what you want. A slow rolling ball right back to you. Pops it over one and then goes to the little aerial dribble-ness, or like the two-tap, I guess. One on the ground, then one in the air. Make it a nice, easy play for him. So, good back pass there from Obfuscurity. Well done. But that's like the most important thing. If you have zero boost and you do stay, it's fine, but don't expect to get a really good shot. Expect to try and bother the other team or try and pass it out to your teammates for a better play. Don't try and do everything yourself. And that was a well done job by him there. Can be a little passive, but this is fine. Like, he's not trusting his teammates at all, which I can't blame him when he's playing ranked by himself. But right there, Sigel's going up in the air. He probably could have started moving forward a bit here just to be a part of this play. Now, Sick is going to obviously over-rotate him just because he's being so passive, which again is fine. It's a good play by Sick, and as long as Obfuscurity doesn't mind, then it's not the end of the world. But they can be a little bit quicker if they rotate it through. Ooh, the hesitation here. This is a really poor play. The hardest thing for the offensive player is he's got to wait to get a good shot, while the defensive player can charge at pretty much every ball and not have to worry about it going into the net because there's so much other space to go to. And this is exactly a play where he should have just kept charging at it, but he actually puts the brakes on for a second, doesn't go for this play, while Varick is the one who has to kind of line up the shot, so it's going to take him a little bit longer. Varick does miss, but this play you have to attack and throw it into your own corner. Can't let him have that shot right there. Can't be slow on the defensive side of things. Not a huge fan of this play either. He should have grabbed this mid boost, but oh well. For some reason, the goal thing just lit up, but whatever. Now he's back in net. Good play there. Throw it to the corner. That's what you want to do. Don't let the other guy shoot once again. Make him force a pass. Couldn't do it there. So here we go. Now we're charging. Trying to read this pass. So I like this idea here. He goes super wide because he knows that it's that the ball's going to be glued to the wall, basically, and shoot over the net. So I like this idea here. Just jumps a little bit early. For some reason, every time I go back, it just says goal for some reason. So right here, he jumps. He tries to make up for it, but he could like go for the double pop aerial, which I haven't seen him do, which will get you up in the air a lot quicker. He might have been able to deflect that ball at least. Honestly, it probably wouldn't have helped all that much, but for other aerials, it's a good idea to go for those double pop, and then his teammates clean up that goal, so that works out. The guy backed him up in the corner, and that's the end of the replay. A nice short one here. They won 3-0 with the surrender, it looks like. It's weird that it's after the face-off, too, but that's the end of the replay. Well done from Obfuscurity. I will be playing with him in a little bit, actually tonight, but you won't know that, so I don't know why I'm saying it. But anyway, thank you so much, Obfuscurity. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back with plenty more replay analysis. I'm also trying to think of other video content to do, so keep a lookout. We have the weekly things on Monday right now, the challenges. I hope you guys are enjoying those, and we'll try and come up with something else as a weekly content somewhere along the way. Maybe something RLCS related. But until then, we'll catch you next time. Bye.